it's Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain. Time for another community shout, hanging out here in my studio in the Pinetop Lakeside building. That's, of course, a Pinetop Lakeside community shout location, and then also the Chamber of Commerce. With me this morning, I've got Miss Linda Kingery. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got the last names
Yeah,
correct?
well, I said it 3 times before I had to do it, so
Good.
that always works well.
Yeah.
So talk to me. You're with the Family Advocacy Center.
Yes.
And if anybody's ever followed anything, they know that I support that very
Yes, you do.
fervently. And actually, it's interesting because I've gotten involved with another gentleman that has a lot of veterans that are aligned with keeping kids from sexual predators and actual the whole sex trade industry.
Okay.
And that's Sawman Sawyer. So
Okay.
we're going to be bringing him into the fold for you here probably kind of
Good. I
soon
like
to
that.
get some focus on that and talking about those kind of things, that it is an issue, that whole trade thing and that whole trafficking thing is happening.
It's happening, and people don't want to talk about it. And it's I hate to say buzzword, but it's what everybody's wanting to talk about and learn more about.
Right.
So it's important.
So yeah, it's important to understand that it's for real. It is
Yes.
here.
And
It happens here.
It happens up
And
here.
they
Yes.
definitely ferry people through here as well. So luckily, we've got Joe Shelley that's come on board with the
Yes.
Sholo PD, and he pushed pretty hard on that. Initially we had some people that were like going, "Oh, that doesn't happen here," and I think they've learned
Yeah.
it does. So that's good that we
Yeah.
have understanding, because the only way to get it taken care of or to eliminate it is to put a great big huge spotlight on it, shine on it,
Yes.
and say, there it is, and point at them and make them scurry.
Yeah, and make it people know. I think it's the same thing with the Family Advocacy Center because we've been around since 2011.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there then, but I'm sure when they first started, a lot of people were saying the same thing. We don't have child abuse up here. We have our children are not being sexually or physically abused.
Right.
And then we opened up the center, and the numbers start coming out, and now the community understands how important we are to be here.
Right, exactly. So talk to me about why you're here today.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to talk a little bit about the Navajo County Family Advocacy Center. We opened in May of 2011, so we have been open now for more than 6 years, and we have seen more than 1,100 children come through the Advocacy Center. What we do there is we do what is called the forensic interview, and what that means is the Department of Child Safety or law enforcement will bring a child in that they suspect may have been abused, and we have very well-trained interviewers who then go and they interview the child, and then that interview is video recorded and put on a disc. And what that does is it lessens the trauma for the child, that they don't have to continuously be interviewed about what has happened to them. And if there's any type of disclosure, DCS, if there's enough, they'll take them out of the home if they have to. And then depending what else comes out, law enforcement can do their investigation. So it's kind of twofold on how it works.
And that's really important. People need to understand that, you're not putting these children through the trauma again and again and
Yes.
again. And the elimination of that whole drive to either Flagstaff or down to the valley is pretty
Yes.
pivotal as well.
Yeah, that makes a big difference because that's what the kids used to have to do. There's Safe Child in Flagstaff they'd have to go to, or Child Help in Phoenix. And that's a long drive. And already they're traumatized about what has happened. So this lessens that trauma for them.
Good.
And then the other thing that I really want the community to know is we also now have a part-time victim advocate, and that person started January of this year. She's part-time, but what that means is she's now kind of following up with the families. So when the families do come into the Advocacy Center, she'll sit with the parents, and she'll sit with the child after the interview's done. She will call them later on and say, how are you doing? Do you need any help? Is your child needing counseling? She'll try to help them in that way, kind of do some case management. Because sometimes the parents come in and maybe Department of Child Safety is not involved, and so they don't know where to go. What do you do when this has happened? Where do I go for counseling? What can I get my child? Where do I go? And so she follows up on that. And so that's really an important thing. So we're expanding our services. We're also looking at, hopefully, in the next couple of months, to start having a mental health therapist at our center and start offering some individual counseling for people, maybe a support group, and maybe even some play activity groups for children. So we haven't quite narrowed it down to what we'll be doing, but offering more services to the community.
Very good. Now, let me ask you, so your funding, how do you get funded for the Family Advocacy Center? How's that happen?
Oh, you're really good at this. You just lead me right into what we're doing. Okay. Some of our funding comes from grants, but the biggest part of our funding comes from the community. different fundraisers that we have, or people that just come in and donate things, send us money, different organizations, that type of thing. But the big fundraiser that we have coming up, and I have my brochure right here,
Okay.
is we have our 5th annual charity golf tournament for the FAC, and it's called Put It on the Tee for the FAC. And it's Friday, September 8th, and it's at the Torian Golf Course. And it is 12:30 shotgun.
You do that shotgun start. Boom.
Yep. And then it also includes a golf cart, dinner, prizes, raffle items, silent auction items, and it's only $110 an entry fee for one person.
Wow. So 110 per person,
Yes.
and this is and that includes dinner.
Yes, it did. It's
Not bad.
really a great thing. Torian has always been a real good sponsor, supporter of the FAC. They put on a beautiful dinner. The facility is gorgeous.
Yes.
If you guys haven't been out there, just come out there. And so we have that coming up, and that's a good fundraiser. And I probably should say who to contact on that.
Sure,
Does
yeah.
that help? Okay. If you go, we do have a Facebook page. So if you go to Navajo County Family Advocacy Center and like us, of course, and then you'll see the information. But otherwise, you can contact, it's Cindy Reinholtz, and her number is 928-242-2293, or her email is great, amishbulldog@cox.net.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know she's got a bulldog, right?
Amish bulldog.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So yeah, it's very easy. Down below, we'll have all the information, links,
Okay,
and
good.
stuff like
Thank
that
you.
that they can connect it to you.
Okay.
So if you're a golfer or even not, go get involved. Yeah, I saw this thing. You're
this
gonna
is-
talk about something here that's kind of cool. It's a little raffle. Good.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So we had a gentleman, unfortunately I don't have his name written down right now, but he is a Torian member, and he knew someone from Minnesota who owns this boat company, and they donated a boat. So it's called a Go Float 2-person electric boat. It's worth about $4,000, and we're having a raffle for it. It's $20 a ticket or 8 for $100.
Right.
And you can get the tickets either at Torian Golf Club or at the Family Advocacy Center, which is 902 East Deuce of Clubs. Or again, you can call Cindy or email her. And then you can also contact Brad Carlion, and his email is BRAD. What is the little underline?
Well, they can look down below
Okay,
too.
good.
It's
Thank
Brad
you. All right.
Carline. It's
Yeah.
easy on the website.
Okay,
We'll
thank
have it
you.
down below as well. So.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, we make
You
that,
make it
we make
easy
it
for
easy
me?
for people. They'll just click the buttons on their phone and go for it.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
if you're looking
Yeah,
at the picture on the podcast, you hit it and flip it over. If not, you go down to the YouTube comments or in the Facebook area too.
And they'll have
So,
everything. Perfect. It's a really cool boat. It was up at Torian. Oh, and just to let everybody know, this Saturday the boat is going to be at Sportsman's Warehouse.
Oh, okay.
So you can go out there. And then the next weekend, which is Saturday, September 2nd, which is the big Taylor
Labor
Corn
Day
Festival,
weekend. Yeah, could be the
Yep.
Corn Festival.
where
Okay.
it's going to be at the Corn Festival. And we'll be selling raffle tickets there too.
There you go. Awesome. So if you want to pick up a ticket, you can multiple
Yes.
places you can get it.
Yes, we're
It's
making it very easy for
very
people.
easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cool looking little boat.
Yeah, it's electric. So, look
yeah.
at this. You don't have to do much work. You can just sit
Yes.
in it and
Sit in
it
it,
goes.
push a button, and it goes. It doesn't make it doesn't make a lot of noise or have
No.
that smell.
No, it's really, and there's a little trailer that it's on too that is
Oh,
included.
so it does
too.
include the trailer. I
Yes.
wasn't sure about that. I
Yes,
was like,
so
well,
you
I
get-
don't know how you transport it.
You
But
get
okay.
it all.
Cool.
That's how Brad has been transporting it to all the different places that
Makes
we're.
total sense now.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Anything else you want to tell us about the Family Advocacy Center or any of the fundraising?
For right now, that's what we've got. The 2 fundraisers are the raffle tickets and the golf tournament. And this is the 5th annual, so this is really great. And
That's
Cindy
awesome.
does a really good job. I mean, it's amazing what she does. She gets a lot of sponsors, so you can see all the sponsors that will, donate money for it. We have wonderful raffle items, silent auction items, so there's that going on.
All right.
Let's see what else can I tell. We have a new logo for the Family Advocacy Center.
Yes, I did notice that you
Yep.
were working on that. Yes, and it looks kind of cool. We'll show. I'll put that up on the screen to show you. It's very cool. It's on your new brochure and things like that.
Yeah, and so like I said, we now have the victim advocate, so we're offering those services, and soon we'll have some type of mental health therapist. I'm not sure who we'll be working with on that, bringing in a contracted person.
Okay.
And if people want to come by, they can call me. I'm sure my number will be on there too. If they have anything they want to donate, we always take, hopefully, new toys because we have a playroom for the
Right.
children, and we also take individual snacks, water. Excuse me, because sometimes when the kids come in, they're thirsty or hungry. The kids love playing in the playroom and having new toys to play with. So
Very good.
What else can I think of? Unfortunately, we're still seeing a lot of kids up here in the mountain. We're doing the interviews.
Yeah.
We just this morning
Do you,
had a
do you,
4-year-old boy come in.
do you
So
happen to know numbers for this year?
we are at, if I remember right, we're like at 86 right now
86.
so far.
Okay.
Yeah. And usually the average age, it's under 13. And of course, we have more girls coming in than boys.
Right.
But we are seeing more boys. Like this morning, we had a 4-year-old boy. So we are seeing more numbers coming in.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Horrible
yeah.
thing. I'd love to see you out of business. No,
I
no
would
offense.
love to
would
be
love
out
to
of
see you
bus-
out of business.
I would love to
like,
be out
oh,
of
there's no
business.
need for us. We have to close.
Yeah,
That would be awesome. Yeah.
I would like that.
So, Linda Kingery, thank you
Yes.
very much for your time
Okay.
today.
Thank
Hey,
you.
so remember, you can go put it on the tee for the FAC. Check out the links below for all that information. And I'm going to see who else is here for the Community Shout. I'm Birdman. I'll be right back. Okay, still hanging out here at the Chamber of Commerce. And with me now, I think, let's see if I can get the camera working right. Yeah. How you doing, Malaina?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Awesome. So you're in your Giga One shirt again.
I
I'm
am,
giving them
yes.
free promos here. So,
I know.
Amy, I'm coming to talk to you.
Yes.
But yeah, so how are the I miss the tequila. It's having a baby sucks sometimes because I love having a new baby, but I'm too tired to do anything, and then I'm like, oh, that happened. Oh, that happened.
yeah.
Oh, that happened. So
and
yeah.
you miss things, and
So how did the tequila go?
it went good.
Yeah.
There was, I want to say there was about 50 people that came. We had some silent auction stuff and made a little extra money on that.
Very cool.
And I think everybody really enjoyed the tequila tasting.
Killer.
So
Awesome.
I know that Crystal and Rika were talking about possibly doing something else. So
Nice.
we'll see.
So I know it's coming this Friday, and I know where it's at.
Yes.
A lot of people are like all of a sudden caught off guard, like, well, where is it this Friday? So
Yeah.
tell us what's happening Friday.
So Perk Up is Friday at 7:30 a.m. And the Run to the Pines Car Show is sponsoring.
Okay.
And we'll be at one of our new business locations, I guess you would say.
Oh, you don't want to give it up? Or you don't know what it
It's-
is?
Oh, the name is totally escaping me for a second. But it is in the it's Turnkey. Yes. I couldn't, my brain just. So it's at Turnkey, which is the old Cafe Bocado, was the barn.
Yeah, other places have been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's but it's
Brickman's, all
nothing
that.
like that.
So,
yeah.
yes, completely different. So 7:30 a.m. We'd love to have everybody come and
And you can
check it
find out
out.
what it is. So it's one of those things that you don't know what it is, and
Mm-hmm.
that is sort of a key to understanding what it is. So sometimes people speak of things, sometimes they don't.
yeah, exactly.
If you catch
So
that.
come and check it out.
Yeah. So and it's I think you'll be surprised
Yeah.
because there's been a whole lot of work done in there. It does not look like anything like it looked before, and I think it'll evolve even further. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm anxious to see it. I haven't seen it yet. So,
So Run to the Pines,
Yes.
of course, is coming up, and that's during.
during Fall Festival.
Okay.
So that is our biggest event of the year, really. And it's our oldest event. This year is the 42nd annual Fall Festival. So, yes, I can say annual on that one since it's been
Yeah.
42 years.
42 years, yeah.
It's longer than I've been alive. So,
Not me.
we are at the orchard at Charlie Clark's again.
Okay.
And we'll have some artisans, and the Arizona Game and Fish is having the back corner again. So they'll have all of their fantastic stuff that they did last year. We have lots of great artisans that's all handcrafted items. And then we'll also have a localist section.
Oh, cool.
So some of our local brick and mortar businesses and even, home-owned businesses or home-run businesses will be there having some booths and giving out some free tchotchkes and information. And, of course, you can just sit and enjoy music in the orchard and have a cocktail. And Bill and Trish Gibson will be out doing I'm assuming that what they normally do is pulled pork sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs,
Right.
that kind of stuff. And just a wonderful weekend.
Cool.
And then on Saturday, we have our annual parade. It's at 10 a.m. Saturday morning, the 23rd. And we start from Compass Bank and end at the Blue Ridge High School.
Huh. And you haven't asked me to be Gap Police, yes, but Gap Police. If I'm Gap Police, I'm gonna mind your gaps.
Oh, we want Rob to be the Gap Police or Parade Police.
I know
yes.
who you are, you slow people.
Yes.
Yes. So, and walking is no excuse.
No. Last year we had our parade police and it went really well. So that's one of the things that we don't want people to have to sit and wait and wait and wait for the next float.
Yeah.
And we've had some awesome floats last year, and our theme this year is Great American Educators.
Cool.
So our grand prize is the Einstein Award, Albert Einstein Award, and it's $250 cash for the
Nice.
best float.
Well,
So,
that's
kick up your imaginations and
cool. And have at it.
yeah, come and get a application for Fall Festival. Commercials $30, nonprofit and individuals $20. So come out and join us.
Very cool. So anything else, or that's
don't
pretty much
think so. I think that's pretty much it.
Friday, you should be there. This is out on
Yes.
Thursday, so there's no excuse not to be there for breakfast, and breakfast is included.
Yeah,
It
it's
costs
$2.
$2 for breakfast, and
Yep.
believe me, I've already seen part of the menu. It'll be the best $2 breakfast you've ever had in your life. So, yeah, I mean that. So I'll see you there, bright and early,
Yes.
7:30 at
We'll be there.
the Turnkey. Cool, awesome. Thank you very much, Malaina.
Thank you.
Hey, that's going to be it for this episode of Pinetop Lakeside Community Shout. I'm Birdman, and I want to remind you, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.